Thank you, Mr. Chairman Smith, Ranking Member Baz, and members of subcommittee for this opportunity. I must say my presence here is historic, and I'm beyond honored for the opportunity to speak before you. Today, I acknowledge the suffering of many other Ethiopians like the Amharas. I'm here to speak about 3 generations of pain, agony, political oppression against the Oromo people. My father saw massacre. My grandfather saw massacre. My father and uncle served in prison camp, as do my younger brother and sisters today. This is not just the story of my family, rather the story of Oromo, who constitute over 40% of Ethiopian population and occupy the most productive land. Oromia is the backbone of Ethiopian economy, with the key export like coffee, gold, other precious mineral, and yet Oromos are the most politically, socially, economically marginalized people. I must also acknowledge that while hundreds better qualified than I can be here today, I bring a unique voice. To begin with, I'm a follower of Awak Ifena, the much less known indigenous Oromo religion. I'm also a woman, the primary victim of human rights violation you often never hear about. And I represent a generation that knows and understands and lived in 2 different worlds, my birthplace and America, land of opportunity. To speak the truth, I highly doubt my own people, for whom I'm fighting for day and night, will value me equal to my own brother, who cares much less about them. It is with this understanding that not only the American value interest in the region, but believe it is necessary that the American mission succeed, because it is the only voice for women like me. Therefore, I want to assure this House that the American interest is my interest and the interest of so many Oromos. 26 years ago, in June 1991, Secretary Assistant Herman Khan testified in front of House Foreign Affairs, and he said, "No democracy, no support." For 26 years, Ethiopia has become an open prison for so many Ethiopians, particularly Oromos, who make the overwhelming majority of the prison population. Today, 26 years later, under the code name of state of emergency, a husband watches his wife and daughter get raped, son taken away or killed. Even though I myself have lived under this terror and being watched and beaten by this government, what is new is the use of this new term, the state of emergency, which allows to shut off the only means of communication to the outside world. In Ethiopia, as others before me have said, all sorts of media is either banned or greatly curtailed. Social media is punishable by up to 5 years. 5 years in jail. All right organization banned. Request by UN for independent investigation denied. US concern ignored. Moreover, although as early as January 2016, the Ethiopian government admitted to the use of excessive force, no single individuals have been brought to justice. Now, 2 years later, nothing has changed except the implementation of the most brutal system of killing, silencing innocent people under the cover of martial law. For Oromos, the torture is unending, even as they flee Ethiopia. It follows them wherever they go in the region. As a proud partner to the US war on terror, Ethiopia's government can go to Kenya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, even as far as Saudi Arabia, and bring back those who they consider a threat to their power. While I understand the need for a strong, dependable partner in volatile region too close to extremism, reliance on minority-dominated government, hailing from merely 6% of the population, cannot be sustainable, rather will endanger the American interest. A country of 100 million people by 82 different ethnic groups cannot survive a fake democracy or federalism. Mr. Chairman, a blind support of this government can only extend what is inevitable. If what we seek is a united democratic nation where all people have equal opportunity as a human being, we must ask for greater accountability and push for real, tangible action. Certainly, the introduction of House Resolution 128 is a great start. While I thank the leadership behind it and those all who co-sponsored it, I ask you and I beg you to reach out to your colleagues to co-sponsor, to speak before it's too late. The window of opportunity closes with each passing day, with each passing lives murdered at the hand of this government. We know in no democratic country, let alone Ethiopia, can a ruling party win an election by 100%. We should not ignore the young people's aspiration for democracy and justice, who make up 50% of the entire population. We must not leave Ethiopia's fate to the current government or leave it up to them to investigate into its own gross human rights violation documented by United States government. Ethiopian ruling party does not represent the country's future, but the past. A regime that kills own people cannot be a regional key player for peace or stability. For me, I speak about this knowing I'm putting myself, my families who still live there, and those who I mentor in a great danger. I choose to speak because these are not history, rather testimony of my own personal experience for which I'm ready to accept all its sacrifices. Thank you again for your commitment in promoting democracy, peace, justice, and your relentless effort to speak on human rights violation in Ethiopia. Thank you.